On to question 12 of the additional maths paper 2019. Well done if you're still with us. Okay, so we're looking at differentiation the second time round, and we've also got an integration question. So the first one we're going to work about is the differentiation question. Don't be scared off when you see the two. It's a bit like what you did earlier with stationary points. So the first thing, we're going to dy by dx. And that's going to put the power in front. So we've got 16x to the 7 plus 8x. And then the 6 disappears. And then dy2, or d2y by dx squared. We just do it one more time. So 16 times 7, use your calculator. Don't use time where you don't need to. And then drop the power again by 1 plus 8. And that's it. Nice, easy 2 marks there, which is good, because some of these questions have been horrible. Next one. So first thing I'm going to do is just change some of this, because it's not nice to see it in all different formats. It's only the last bit, but we move on. And that's going to give us the -3. And then dx. We just realised my d's are looking very odd. Once we got to this point, so when you're integrating, you're pushing the power up by 1 and then dividing by the power. So my first line is just going to be showing my workings. So 5x to the 5 over 5. Again, pushing it up. So if it's a negative, it's still going up. It just feels a bit weird because it goes to -1, all over -1. And then again, so 2x to the -2. So just be careful there. I don't want you making mistakes. And -2 going on the bottom, and plus c. So the c's are constant at this point. Once we get to there, just going to tighten it up so it all looks nice and smart. So 5 divided by 5 just gives you x to the power of 5. This is now becoming a minus because I've got the minus on the bottom. Changes the whole thing. So -3x to the -1. Here I've got a minus and a minus, so that's going to become positive. Really testing you on this paper. To the -2 plus c. That'll be enough to leave it for there. When you made a mistake. Hopefully you noticed that quicker than I did. Okay, so if you did want to put it in a fancy format, which you can do, there is the other option of showing it as x to the 5 minus 3 over x plus 1 over x squared plus c. But either ones are accepted usually. Might be easier just use the top one for now, but when you go on to your A-level course, so that's when you're going to want to be putting them back over. Okay, so we have 6 marks available for this section. Let's see where we got. So the first one, dy by dx in. So our 16x to 7, 8x, that gave us our first mark. Love it. So that gives us 1 mark by there, so B1. And then the second part, another B1. Good. On this question, so we got 3 marks, B1 for each term, except unsimplified. Fabulous. Right, so the first one, 5x over 5, so that's fine. Second one, 3x over -1, fab, and the third one, done. So that's straight away giving me my B3, because I didn't have to simplify it. So I didn't have to do that blue line at all on this question. It's just getting used to. Now, for having that plus c, which we've done by here and here, also gave me B1 to show my constant. So that's really odd then. Okay, so we've done A and we've done B. We've also got a part C on this question, so let's have a look. So it says, show all your work and evaluate. So we've got the integration of 6x plus 10, and we've got the limitations of 3 and 2 here. So the first thing I'm going to do is integrate it. So we look at that. It's going to give me 6x to the 2 over 2 plus 10x, and that's technically over 1, but we don't need to write that, so that's fine. I'm just going to simplify that down. So 3x squared plus 10x plus c. When we're putting in our limitations, the c value is technically going to cancel out. So just be aware with that, because technically you're adding and you're taking away the other values. The c's do cancel straight away, so we don't need to show that. All I'm going to show is that I've subbed them in. And I don't bother even writing that c value because I know it's going to disappear. I've left a lot of space here. So we got 3 brackets 3 squared plus 10 over 3. Well, over 3 with 3. And then the next one, 6. And we got the 2 going in here now. Where have I gone? Oh, you can see I'm getting tired now. We got 3 squared plus 10 to the 2. Perfect. This point, I would work out the brackets separately. Don't just shove it all in your calculator, because one little mistake, you've messed the whole thing up. Just be confident. So when you type this into your calculator, you've got 27 plus 30, so that's 57. And then the minus sign's there. And here we've got, well, if we're typing that into the calculator, we know straight away that's 4 times 3, which is 12. So that gives us 32. To second guess myself then. 57, take away 32. You can do that in your head, but I did it on the calculator. And that gives me 25 as my final answer. 5 marks. That is not bad for 5 marks, okay? So you're integrating first, putting in, subbing in 3 and 2, and then taking away from whichever. Should have all got them. So let's have a look. So 1 mark there and 1 mark there. I then got M1 mark with intention to substitute. So I've shown I've got intention to substitute right here. So I've got another mark given. Then I've got A1 for showing that I am substituting. And my last A1 mark for my final answer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 marks given there. So hopefully we got that. And well done if you did. Let's finish this.